Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be talking about the step up spawn that just came out recently. Okay, so I don't know if A-Team did this intentionally, I don't know if this is like the new thing or not, or they're just choosing random step up spawns, but they went all the way back to DJ Himiko and Elizabeth. No clue why, but anyways, you don't got DJ Himiko. Besides cost wise, like if you were to use her for like Unison battles and stuff, she wouldn't be recommended anymore because her cost is out to date. Her stats are going to become out to date and all that stuff. But as for now, her ability is still useful because she helps boost Unison a lot and helps heal and gives 20 cost to allies on top of that. So she's a great Unison booster. And Unison makes the world go round. So DJ Himiko is still useful. Elizabeth, nah, not really. Elizabeth really isn't that useful. I mean, she can be used if you get her and you have like no other monsters that are even like close to SSR at all, but Elizabeth really isn't that useful. Anyways, going on from there, the new monster Knight's Honor Espada is one of the weakest 34 costs I've ever seen. One of the coolest looking female 34 costs I've ever seen, or coolest female monster I've ever seen. Let me rephrase that. But she is one of the weakest 34 cost monsters I've ever seen, so there's not much to talk about. She does decent damage, she removes buffs from all enemies, recovers 25 costs, increased stats of all allies by 40% if used by a Lancer Berserker, and casts Beast on your character for 60 seconds. So if she casts Beast on all allies, that would be a bit different. She'd be pretty good, but it's only on your character, so not very helpful. Definitely one of the weakest 34 costs I've ever seen. If you really get her, I would really recommend only really having her around for when she has potential awakening. Sad part is she probably doesn't even have potential awakening. She doesn't, but she will soon, or eventually she'll have it. So if you manage to get her, keep her, because she's eventually gonna have a potential awakening. You could just like infuse her to like maybe your Patty Mosary or your Aquarius or your other 34 costs. So that's definitely one thing you can use for her. Other than that, there's not much to talk about for her. And yeah, they nerfed the step up spawn a little bit by putting back the 30 costs. They were at 32, it was pretty good, but now they're back at 30 costs. On the bright side though, no more commanders. There's no more commanders in the monster spawn for the step up spawn right now. That's a good and a bad thing because now they have 30 costs. If it was still like Grubbery and Bastet, it would be buffed because those commanders were taking a lot of the rates. But considering that they don't have Grubbery and Bastet and they went all the way back to 30 costs, it's more of nerf because the lower the cost, the higher the rates. So you have higher rates on everything, but the ones who gets the most increase from the Stellar Gods being away will be DJ Himiko and Elizabeth. So it's going to be harder to obtain these monsters now, and you're most likely you're not guaranteed. I mean, there's still rates up on, well, there's still decent rates on all the other monsters, but you're a lot more now that the commanders are gone to obtain rates for DJ Himiko and Elizabeth, getting those than you are any other monster in the spawn. I just want to let you guys know and gals, so you want to keep that in mind. Now that the water commanders are gone, they got to replace the rates somehow, and considering that DJ Himiko and Elizabeth are the lowest cost, they're going to get more of a rates increase than every other monster in the spawn. Now all the other monsters get rates increased as well, but they will have the most rates increase. So keep that in mind when you're doing the step up spawns. So overall, I think you're gonna have more rates down than rates up. In my opinion, my perspective, if I was in your shoes, maybe if you want to test this spawn out and see if it's good for the other people, you can. This is my shoes. I would do this if I could test this spawn out for you guys, but I don't have those types of gems to spend, and I think this would be a trap spawn anyways. So I would personally save for the next step up spawn, see if it's any good. Maybe they're going to bring that those 32 costs without the commanders. If they do, that'd be heavenly because that would put so much rates on Grummery. I think I'd be able to get her, and let me tell you, I'd be happy to get Grummery because that would be 3 out of like all the monsters I talked about myself having. So that'd be like super cool. Anyways, going on with that. save up for the next step up spawn I'd recommend doing, or perhaps saving up for the collab's coming out maybe like a week or now or so. It's probably going to come after the ranked guild battle, so keep that in mind as well. You probably want to save up for that instead of this, because this one's not looking as promising as any of the other step up spawns. With that being said, I hope this helped out, and I will see you in the next video. This is the AzureWrath. I'm out. Peace.